Elements are everywhere. You can see it, you can feel it, and sometimes you can eat it. They are basically everything. They are essential to the existence of life as well as providing the living things nutrition. Now, we'll be talking about the elements that human beings can possibly live without.
So, for the first element, we have potassium. Potassium is the 19th element in the periodic table. It has a chemical symbol of big letter K. Potassium is categorized as an alkali metal and has a very high activity and usually binds with elements with a valence of 1. It is said that the pure form of this element is so soft that you can cut it using a knife and oxidizes easily, tarnishing the silvery color into a dull light gray. The potassium ion is essential to support life. It is vital in performing various cellular functions. It also plays a role in conducting nerve impulses and stabilization of high blood pressure. Lacking potassium down to dangerous levels is called hypokalemia. That condition is highly fatal.
Phosphorus, the devil's element, the 15th element in the periodic table. No other than phosphorus is a chemiluminescent element. Chemiluminescence is a term used to describe an element or substance that has the ability to glow in the dark. This element earned its pseudonym, devil's element, due to its tendency to burst into flames out of nowhere. Phosphorus is also vital to living creatures. In fact, about 750 milligrams of phosphorus is found on a typical adult human body. It is commonly found in DNA, bones, and its ion is also used for muscle contraction and nerve conduction. Just like most substance, pure phosphorus is highly toxic on its pure form.
The periodic table's 11th element, sodium. Sodium is a silvery white metal belonging to group 1 of the periodic table, which is the alkali metals group. Sodium is highly reactive. The pure metal is stored in the oil or kerosene because it spontaneously ignites in water. Sodium metal also floats on water. Sodium and its compounds are used for food preservation, for cooling nuclear reactors, for purifying and refining other elements and compounds, and as a desiccant. Sodium is an essential element in animal nutrition. In humans, sodium is important for maintaining fluid balance in the cells and throughout the body, while the electric potential maintained by sodium ions is critical for nerve function.
Calcium is element atomic number 20 on the periodic table, which means each atom of calcium has 20 protons. Calcium is the 5th most abundant element in the Earth's crust, present at a level of about 3% in the oceans and soil. The only metals more abundant in the crust are iron and aluminum. Calcium is also abundant in the moon. It is present at about 70 parts per million by weight in the solar system. The element is essential for animal and plant nutrition. Calcium participates in many biochemical reactions, including building skeletal systems, cell signaling, and moderating muscle action. It is the most abundant metal in the human body, found mainly in the bones and teeth. If you could extract all of the calcium from the average adult person, you'd have about 2 pounds, which equivalents to 1 kilogram of the element.
Last but not the least, oxygen. Oxygen is atomic number 8 with the element symbol O. Oxygen is a nonmetal. It has low thermal and electrical conductivity but high electronegativity and ionization energy. Oxygen is one of the best known gases in the planet, largely because it is so important for our physical survival. It is a crucial part of Earth's atmosphere and hydrosphere. It's used for medical purposes, and it has a profound effect on plants, animals, and metals. Animals and plants require oxygen for respiration. Plant photosynthesis drives the oxygen cycle, maintaining it around 21% in air. While the gas is essential for life, too much of it can be toxic or lethal. The thought of elements is merely part of our educational system that we fail to see their amazing real-life applications. Those forementioned elements are the evidence we always demanded whenever we are to study them. It is important for us to learn about them so that we will be able to recognize their functions, essence, and contributions to our daily lives. Therefore, we could conclude that chemistry is not just a subject. It is what we eat, it is what we breathe, and we live through chemistry most certainly.